share this screen right here. Okay, hear that music?
Yep, I do.
Okay, one more thing.
Do you add that in on StreamYard?
Yeah. Well, no, somebody had sent it to me, and they had wanted me to promote it for them. So I've been using it for like a year. I forgot, it's some Afro-Regan type beat, and I'm really fond of it. And the name of the song is called No Time. So it's like real laid back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how you all doing? My name is Anthony Parker. Welcome to Third Eye Visions, where we motivate the blind, stimulate your mind, and welcome all kind. Now, for you new subscribers, you know the routine. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. And for you old heads, I appreciate you hanging on and rolling with a guy like me. I appreciate it. So you already know what to do. Like, share, and comment, or like, comment, and share, whichever you desire, as long as you get it out there, because we got to get people to know what's going on in the community of blind folks, visually impaired folks, or individuals who have any type of impairments. So I'm trying to be long-winded because I can and I want to and I could, and plus the fact I still have a little residue on me from yesterday. But I have a very special guest. You know what? I talked to this young lady yesterday, man, for the first time, and it's like I've been knowing her for a long time, and that's what I like, man. She was genuine. She talked to me as if I was a brother from another mother, and she was a sister from another mister, and all that good stuff. So man, it's gonna be a pleasure for me talking with Jeanette Jones. She has a YouTube channel called I Didn't See It Coming, and if I didn't have Third Eye Vision, I would have snatched that up quickly because I like it. You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, we're gonna talk about a rare condition call, and I'm gonna try to shoot my best shot. Dominant Autosomal Optic Atrophy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna talk. Well, no, you know what? Before I go any further, you say it. How you say it?
Dominant Autosomal Optic Atrophy.
Okay, cool. I was close. I just stumbled on the last thing, but we're going to talk about what that is, man. I have never heard of it. She's going to enlighten us about it. She's going to also talk about her YouTube channel. She's going to talk about her vision. She's just going to talk about everything. Can we just get all in your business today? Because it's Saturday.
Yeah,
we ain't got
you
nothing.
can.
Okay, cool. So with that being said, let me turn this phone. You take over. This is the takeover. Take over my channel.
Man.
Tell everybody about yourself, who you are, what you do, and where you from, and why you want to be in the YouTube channel. So we're not going to talk about the condition right quick. We just want to tease them a little bit. So just tease them first, and then we're going to move on to talk about you as a whole. So with that being said, welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. Thanks. Okay, so my name is Jeanette, and I am I live in California. I have the condition that we're not going to talk about yet. It is genetic. I have 2 kids. My daughter's 24. She's married. I have a son that's 8, and he has the same genetic condition. So it's kind of the blind leading the blind around my house.
I like that.
Yeah, he's a great guy though, and I had a career for many years working in the nonprofit sector as an HR director, and unfortunately that career came to an end a few years ago. So went back to school. Going to get a master's degree in psychology, and I'm devoting a lot of my time to advocating for the blind right now, and I am part of the NFB. I am the current California Parents of Blind Children president. So one of the things I really work hard on is making sure kids have the educational opportunities they need to be really successful in school and beyond. And of course, that's really important for me because my son's in school and he's also blind, and I want him to be able to achieve his dreams, whatever those are. So we work really hard with the kids in our community and around our state.
Great job. Great job. I like that. I like anyone who's been an advocate, not just for blindness, but just for whatever you do that's positive, because we need a little positivity in the world. And it may sound cliches, but it's the truth, though. So
no, it is the truth. Yes.
Yeah, for real. So We're just gonna sit and talk like just regular people,
Yeah,
brothers and
I'm just a
sisters.
regular person.
Okay. So what prompted you to get into the YouTube business and put out some great content? I might add.
Well, about a year ago, my partner and I, and he cited, talked about starting a YouTube channel called Blindsided. And we were going to talk about blindness and sighted issues and about interable relationships, which is kind of a big thing right now. But here's the thing, he just has no time to do video editing and stuff. And I finally just got tired of sitting around. And I was like, if I'm going to do this thing, I got to learn how to do it myself. I can't like piggyback on someone else that's going to do the work. I just need to dive in there, face my fears of doing it alone and just do it. So I just decided to go for it this year. And my channel's brand new. And I'm not in it so much for the subscribers, although, of course, the more people that my channel reaches, the more people I'm able to, get in their ear holes and tell them what's on my mind. But it's not really about that. It's just about getting my message out there, sharing my life, and letting people know I'm not trying to sugarcoat things on my channel, although I want it to stay positive and stay something that's mostly family friendly. But there are a lot of issues that go on in people's lives, and blindness is just one part of me. I am a whole person, and I have a lot of other things going on besides my blindness. So I really want people to understand that there are a lot of things that we can talk about that are not even blindness related, but there are a lot of things that are. So I just kind of share it all and share it honestly, because I don't want to put myself out there as someone that doesn't make mistakes and is perfect. I just want to be me.
And I don't want to mention, I've seen a particular channel that exemplifies exactly what you're talking about perfect, nothing happens in a blind person's life and this and third. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But we do have situations where we make mistakes, as everyone does. So don't try to paint me a picture of your life is just peaches and cream. So So with that being said, for me and the audience, you totally blind? You have some vision?
I'm partial, but my usable vision isn't. It's not enough to really make any kind of difference. I can't see detail. I can't tell what pictures are. Colors are difficult, but I can see general shapes of objects, and that's really about it.
Okay. Hi, Tim. Just joining us. We're talking with Jeanette Jones. I'm gonna call her JJ because that's my friend now.
Actually, that's my nickname.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be discussing a rare disease called Dominant Autosomal Optic Atrophy in a few minutes. But I just want to get a little background. If y'all have any questions about it, y'all are welcome to ask. So as we move along, how long have you been living in California?
Born and raised, still in the same community.
Oh, for real? Okay. Just in a few words, what do you want people with your YouTube channel? What do you want people to get out of it when they watch your videos and things of that nature?
I want them to feel entertained and informed and like they have a friend out there.
Okay, cool. That's the situation. So y'all definitely, I want y'all to go check out her YouTube channel and give them the name of it again. I
didn't see that coming.
Okay. Oh, and let's tell everybody why and how you had come up with the name.
So the name for me was kind of a play on words because I wanted it to be searchable as for people with blindness. So I wanted it to kind of encapsulate that, but I didn't see that coming means we can talk about so many things, mental health and life and, just anything and everything, some controversial issues that I'd love to get into. So the name just kind of encapsulated it all for me.
I love it. I love that name, for real, for real. So I guess we waited long enough. Let's talk about, the rare condition that you do have, give them the what it's all about. So just educate us all on this particular condition. And I'm gonna say the name one more time: Dominant Autosomal Optic Atrophy. Tell us all about that.
So it is a pretty rare condition. When I was born, it was kind of a funny story. I was moving around my head a little bit oddly, kind of maybe Stevie Wonder-like or something. And my mom got concerned, so she took me to the doctor, and they first told her I had bobblehead syndrome.
Now,
I'm sorry, but I love it.
Is that really a syndrome? I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
back in the 70s, I don't know.
Okay.
And then they said I had a brain tumor, and there was just a lot of things. And turns out that it was just that my optic nerve didn't form all the way. So even though the structure of my eyes is perfectly fine, the message doesn't connect correctly with my brain. From my eyes to my brain, there's a disruption in the message. So I was told that it was a birth defect until my second child was being whatever was in the oven. And a genetic counselor told me that she was looking at my history and saw that I had a lot of secondary conditions that made her think I had this rare condition. And so the condition primarily just affects people's optic nerves. However, there's a 30% chance of people with that condition having hearing loss as well, which I also do. And it's nerve-related hearing loss. And then another 15% of those people can also have some other secondary conditions, all related to nerves. So I also have something called small fiber neuropathy, which is a pain condition, which is intense. It's awful. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. And I have some mobility issues as I've gotten older. There's just something neurologically, like all over my body, where the nerves are affected.
Okay.
So where a lot of people just think, oh, it's just an eye condition because it's an optic atrophy thing. Right. For me, it's a whole lot more than that.
Now, go ahead, because I want to be enlightened as well as the audience in terms of you saying they're different. Just go more into detail if you can share about what it does. What if you know what causes it, or just things of that nature.
Genetic. It's genetic and it's dominant. So there's a 50% chance of it being handed down. However, I am the first one in my family to have it. So something happened and there was a genetic mutation that started with me, and now it will pass on from me.
Oh, and you say your son has it?
Yes, my son has it also. However, he only has vision loss. He doesn't have any of the secondary conditions.
Okay, and now you had spoken of the like you talking about there's some intense pain.
Oh yeah.
Talk because I think that when I checked out the video, that was one that kind of grabbed me. Like, I don't want to go into detail. I want you to tell everybody in terms of what pain it causes and where and things of that nature. If you want to share that.
So sure, part of it is I've had chronic migraines since I was 4. So that's one thing. And then also the small fiber neuropathy is a pain that is in my legs, only the back of my legs from about my waist to my ankles. And imagine if you got a really, really bad sunburn and it's fresh and you're sitting on it. So it's an intense heat that when you add pressure to it, it makes that intensity a lot more.
Wow. So in instances like that, how do you deal with it? Is there something that you take for it, or
there are a lot of things. Medications that are prescribed are similar to those prescribed for other neuropathies that are caused by, diabetes can cause types of neuropathy and some other conditions. And the medication that I take is called Lyrica. Although I am a huge advocate for CBD, And it was something that my doctor actually encouraged me to try. I live in California, so it's very legal here. And my pain management specialist said, you really should be trying CBD. So I do take full spectrum CBD as well. And, as most people with pain conditions, I do have to take narcotics as well, but I'm on really low doses of narcotics. I mostly use CBD, and I use THC to help me sleep, and it's working out. I mean, it's not comfortable; it won't ever be, but I think when you have something like that in life, all of us have different things. We just learn to live with it. You just can't let it stop you.
Wow, you are a trooper, man, for real. So, how often do and I'm just speaking on this aspect. How often does the pain do you feel the pain is every day?
It never goes away.
Oh my!
Never goes away. And I can't dress the way I did when I was younger either. I can't wear denim jeans anymore. I can't wear like all the cute clothes because I have to have a certain material touching my legs at all times.
Oh,
because there's just the pain is so intense that whatever is touching me has to be really soft.
So at this point in time, I'm like right now as we speak, is it bothering you, the pain?
Oh
right now?
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So
And I'm sitting, so
okay,
certainly.
we're not gonna be long. So like, do you have to stand up from time to time?
I do have to stand up. The more I'm up moving around and not sitting, the better I actually am.
Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we move, because I know you want to just focus on that aspect, because I understand that there are other aspects of this particular type of disease. You were talking about more of the optic nerve area. What does it affect in that aspect?
It just affects the optic nerve. So the optic nerve is kind of like, the way it was explained to me is it's something that's really fibrous. So it's like the stem on a long stem red rose, where there's a stem that's there, but then there's little thorns all over it. Well, and those thorns and those little things that stick off of the optic nerve are what help communicate with the brain. And mine is atrophied, which means it just didn't develop fully and completely.
So when by that happening, what, as far as how does it affect your vision?
Well, with my vision, it doesn't communicate with my brain correctly, and the same with my ears. So I may see, my eye can take in all the information correctly, but if my brain doesn't pick it up correctly, it's not going to matter. So it's a condition where there isn't any kind of prescription lens that will help. And my vision, like in terms of numbers or acuity, it's probably like 20 over about 16 or 1800 in both eyes. So it's not much in terms of usable vision, but it is enough to see obstacles in my environment and things like that.
So when you say that it does, your brain doesn't pick up, or your the actual I guess the information. Give me an instance in terms of how it actually affects you when you actually see. I mean, does it cause you to, like, say for instance, by having this rare disease, does it it cause my visions to what? Fill in the blank like that. Talking about
causes my vision
to like, or you feel if how you already mentioned what it does as far as the miscommunication, but does it cause you to not have peripheral? Does it?
Yeah. Okay. So it's interesting that I have more peripheral. I don't even know. They say that my vision is mostly peripheral. However, I think that is maybe a little bit misunderstood, because I don't feel like I have much peripheral vision at all. I think I have more central vision. However, vision is so it's almost not even worth having, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not in the dark, but I have to live my life like I am, because I don't see well enough. My focus is very, very slow. So if I'm walking in an environment
Yeah.
where people are coming up to me, they have to be really close before I can see that they're there. And by that time, well,
It's too late.
hello,
Okay.
you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and with, and with this with dominant dominant auto. I'm trying to say it so that I can
It's okay.
a dominant
Autosomal
autosomal
atrophy.
atrophy.
Mhm.
What's the percentage of individuals that actually have it?
It's really, really hard to say because I've been trying to find more people in this community that have it. And I have not met anyone. There are a lot of people that have conditions that are called optic atrophy, but the optic nerve can atrophy for so many different reasons. Most of them are not genetic. So people can get optic atrophy from too much oxygen, when they're a child, or other conditions can also affect it. So the genetic condition is more rare of the reasons why the optic nerve would actually atrophy for somebody. A lot of the rest of them are environmental conditions that cause it.
Okay, great. So, as we conclude, because I really don't want you say, sit for a long period of time because.
Oh no, I'm fine. I sit all day. I'll be sitting when I'm done too.
Okay. Well, what? So, on a day-to-day basis, what do you do? You still, you have your child that you look after,
Mhm.
parent. So, what do you
What do I do?
give the people a
Oh
little
my gosh.
gist of what you do, because with the pain that you have to endure and all the other things, what do you actually do from day to day?
Oh my gosh, I'm so busy every day.
Good.
I'm in school full time. I am advocating almost full time with the NFB here in California for. I sit in a lot of IEPs with families that have students that aren't getting the services they need at school, and I'll sit in and kind of mediate and help the families get what they need. And
Great.
then, of course, if that doesn't work, usually after I've tried to sit in, sometimes families will choose mediation or other ways of getting what they need. So I do that, and then of course I have my son full time. I work on my YouTube channel full time, and then I enjoy life. I do all the things everybody else does, except now that we're closed down. I
Hmm.
can't, go to the amusement parks and the zoo and the beach and all the things that I would normally do. Um, but when I'm home, I stay very, very busy. And
Great.
most of the time, I'm sitting because everything I do is technology based.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically
Everything's from a computer or from a Zoom platform or something.
right. That's definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that's what I wanted to ask, that because of the fact that you had mentioned that you are always in so much pain. I'm glad to know that you definitely, just kind of not block it out, but you
Yep.
still are able to function and
Oh
do
yeah.
what. That's good. That's really
Yeah.
good. So, with that being said, as we come to a conclusion, because I really enjoyed it, I'm glad you had enlightened me. Are there any other things you want to talk about as it relates to dominant autosomal optic atrophy? Got it.
Not specifically to that. Just, if there is anyone out there that
Yeah.
has been diagnosed with that condition, please reach out to me. I would love to meet more people that have the condition. So,
Great. So y'all here, and also definitely go and check out her YouTube channel. I didn't see it coming.
mhm.
And you got anything new that's coming up? Anything interesting?
Yeah, actually, I have a live show I'll be doing tomorrow at 4 p.m. And I'm also going to do a pre-recorded show sometime next week with my son, who's 8. I've had some people ask me to do a little interview with him. I'm not going to get a whole lot out of him because he's 8 years old, but you can look forward to seeing a little conversation between him and I, probably in the middle of the week as well.
Because I checked the one out with your daughter.
With my daughter?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't know she was 24. She sounds like she like 17 or a little younger than that. But yes,
Yeah, she's 24.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, any shout outs you want to give? Anything you want to say before we close?
No, I just want to say, if you're dealing with blindness, if you're dealing with pain, if you're dealing with mental illness, whatever it is that you're dealing with, there are a lot of us out there that are really just working hard day to day to get by. You're not alone, and I think that the best thing we can all do is be the best advocates for ourselves and our loved ones as possible. And don't close your mouth,
It's real talk. It's
because,
real.
our mouths are where we have the most power.
Definitely, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to collab with you, because with more people that's bringing awareness, because people, but sighted people, they still don't really know what's going on. So with the more
Mhm,
more of
mhm,
us that's doing stuff like this, and it's really, really putting out information that's gonna be helpful. It's gonna help out a lot,
mhm,
because I've
mhm.
checked out a lot of YouTube channels, and a lot of them, they just there. So if we put out information that's gonna be meaningful, it's gonna bring a lot of attention and awareness, and that's what I try to do, and that's why I like your channel. That's what I'm trying to do a lot of others. So I want to thank
Thanks.
you. I want to thank you for coming on and sharing your story and just enlightening us with about your condition, and you still haven't allowed that to stop you. And I like that. Whatever you have, you continue. You push through it, and don't let it control you. Define you, and that's a good thing. So I appreciate that. So.
Absolutely. Mhm.
So with that being said, I want to thank you again, and if there's anything that I could do for you, as I mentioned yesterday, you let me know.
Absolutely. Thank you. I really appreciate you taking your time with me.
Thank you. Oh, that's okay. Anytime. So thanks, Jeanette Jones from I Didn't See It Coming. Y'all go support her channel, and y'all have a nice day, and we'll check out this basketball game, and I'm out. Go Tigers. Okay. Thank you. Hold on.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.